Hi, and welcome to Mr. G's Science. I'm putting this video together to show families how we can communicate with all the different things I've got here. So it's going to be overwhelming. I've got a lot of ways to communicate with you as to how your child is doing in my classes. But use your child as your first source of communication. If you need to contact me, you can make an appointment through the office to come see me, um, or you can call me. I've got a number right here that you can call. Um, that'll reach me. I've also got Remind to keep you informed of what's going on. Using Class Dojo, uh, different ways of communicating with you. Let's try them all. At the very least, you'll be very informed as to what's going on in Mr. Gonzalez's class. So first things first, you definitely want to go to educatorowl.com. If you're watching this, then you've already clicked on the Parents Corner over here. That's great because that's going to give you a rundown of everything you need. But let me just show you a few of the things here. So your child is going to use this right here. I call it the World of Science Craft. It's 3D Game Lab, and basically, this is how I'm going to keep track of all the work your child does. All of it. Everything they do will be in the form of a quest through this learning management system. What this means for you is that if your child goes home and logs into 3D Game Lab, you can see what assignments they have to do, which we call quests. Those are the available ones, which ones are in progress, which ones are completed. And if they're in progress, I give your child individualized feedback as to what he or she needs to do to complete it, to finish it, to learn. So this is great. This is got your one-stop place. If you sign up for the Remind, please sign up for the Remind messages because I'll send those out. And typically, I'll point you to this one right here, Homework and Daily Work section. And that one, let's see, it says Room 410 Science Assignments and Tasks. And this is where I'm going to put what we do every day. It'll also have a copy of the Remind. So even if you do the Remind, this is something you'll want to check out if you're wondering what's going on in science. When is this due? Do you have a field trip coming up? Where's the permission slip? You know, if your child loses papers or anything, it's all going to be here. So this is a great place to go. These two over here are this class blog and the discussion forum are how your students are going to be showing me what they're learning in writing. We have a blog. It's called our Mr. Gonzalez Science Classes. And there's all my students, my first period, second period, third period, all sixth graders are here. And you'll have the assignments over here that students will blog on. So if you click on your child, now right now they're kind of empty because they haven't done anything yet. All their writing will be there that you get to see what your child is learning. So this is kind of what I'm using as some of my evidence of learning to see what your child knows. The other way I'm going to see what kids are learning in science is through this class discussion forum, which looks like this. This has got our Star Trek theme going, and also our World of Science Craft theme going. But I'll have different forums here for each class, and each forum will have different topics like forces, human flight, super speed, energy, stuff we're studying in class are going to be discussed in here. That way, if a kid is too shy to raise their hands in class and talk in front of everybody, or they just were thinking about one thing and missed part of our class discussion, we come back here, everybody gets a chance to grapple with our science concepts. It's actually fantastic for all students. And other things here you can explore on my website, but that's basically it. Now, another way I'm going to be communicating your child's behavior is through Class Dojo. I want to try this out this year for the first time. If you sign up for that, you should each have gotten a code that's just for your child, an individual code. If you sign up for that, every time I notice your child doing something right or needing redirection, I'll put it on Class Dojo and you'll get a report instantly. And I don't know, I might do it a few times a week. I'll at least do it every week so you can find out how your child is doing and you won't be surprised. Speaking of surprises, when it comes to grades, you'll notice this year we're doing standards-based grading. Um, we are getting away from this letter grade thing because I want you to know how your child is learning science and how your child is behaving separately. I don't think those two should be combined because a letter grade, if it includes behavior things like turning in work on time or whether they work or not, uh, it gets convoluted and confusing. Whereas if your child gets a 3 on different types of energy, you know your child understands different types of energy. If your child gets a 1 on what we call clause, which is our behavior one, then you know, oh, my child's not behaving in class. And then you can see through Class Dojo, is it because your child is disturbing other students? Is it because they don't get along? Is it because they're just not working, but they're behaving fine? Or what is it? You can find out how to help your child best. And that's where the home and the school, we got this teamwork going on here because you're going to be super informed. So yeah, there's a lot going on here, but don't get overwhelmed. Use your child. Take it a little bit at a time. If you signed up for the Remind, that's great. You know, just read those when I send them, and you'll know what's going on. For those of you in my first period class, I'll have You for Peace for Kids. Wonderful program we're going to do for all 6th graders, and we're going to do parts of it in Eagle Time. It's great for teaching kids these traits like integrity, humanity, respect, responsibility, all the things we want our kids to have so they can work with other people and be a contributing part of our society, even at this young age, which is where they start learning all this stuff. So I'm going to be introducing this course through Classcraft. I think it's going to be fantastic. Kids are going to love it. And again, you'll learn about it from your kid. So if you don't know what any of this is and you're like, oh, that's too much, we'll take it slow. But it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. Thank you for watching this video.